You are now entering the Blakely verse. Hello, this is Winston Blakely, creator of Little Miss Strange and head of Blakely Works Studio. Let's focus on today's video, and I hope that you enjoy it and come back often to see more.
Okay, looks like we're rolling today with another look at a self-published book. And this one is called Tales from the COVID Universe. And yes, this was published during the pandemic. Yes, the last one we just suffered through, because whether you know it or not, there was one before that many years ago. All right, the cover. Don't worry about this banner. I always tell you this. This banner is because this is an artist proof, which means it's not for resale or for sale. So they just put this banner on there to let you know that. Now, this book features a character that I created specifically for this book, since this book is based on science fiction. So I created this character called Nicest Nine, the anti-COVID man. Oh, yes, indeed. That's right, the anti-COVID man. And so we open up this book. We have a table of contents. We have an editorial by me, or about me and about this book. And we have a lot of interesting things in here. Okay, this is the very first adventure of Nicest Nine, the anti-COVID man. Okay. Incidentally, I used Spider-Man, Steve Ditko, the early Spider-Man stories to do this. Now, see this here? This is my version of the Crypt Keeper from the old HBO show, Tales from the Crypt. But this character here is called COVID D, but he's your host of the book. Okay? And he's telling you these bizarre stories from that time period, the COVID universe, when COVID was running rampant and there was no injections, for it or whatever, and how people died from it. That's why this particular story is called Black Death. This woman, check it out. This woman who was a doctor, she died from COVID because of racism. Over here, this story is called Can't Wait to Kill You. And remember, all of these stories are done in that OEC comic book horror story motif. And this story is about a mentally unstable and convicted murderer who was seeking clemency, okay, but she had COVID while she was in prison, but they still wanted to give her the electric chair. No mercy at all. And that was during the Trump era, okay? This story here is about California deaths. Ain't no happy trail here, where people was dying in California and the hospitals were all filled up. So basically this is almost like a current events type of section, but it's being told by a fictional character that looks like a piece of slime, a slug, and that I call COVID D. Here's another story about the American Indians. And here's another one called The COVID Wall of Sound. And it was about murder and COVID, and it's just crazy. And here's the last one. Is this the day I get COVID? Is what was happening in the supermarkets. People still in toilet paper and all that crap. Let's move on. Here we got Mask Up Superheroes. It's a portfolio from my friends who are called Creative One Comics or Creative One Studio. So I took their characters and turned their images into like pinups based on the pandemic. So we have that here. We got Soul Thunder, Luminous over here. And what before this was Black Might, La Luz. Well, you know, some Spanish names here. Here's another one of La Luz. Okay, this was actually done by a brother from Africa. And the story was already done. All I did was pieced it together and put it in a template and put it in this book. It's quite busy. And COVID superheroes. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're back to Nicest 9 and part 2 of his story. And he's fighting these COVID demons here. And it's primarily almost like a Marvel 1960s comic book Spider-Man type of view. Oh, here we go. Gallery of heroes, you know. And more Nicest 9. What else we got here? These characters here are called the A-Team or the A-Men. And I think the A stands for athlete. And that's it. And the rest are just ads. But there will be a part 2 to this. I'm going to finish that Nicest 9 story. And there won't be no more COVID adventures after that. And I'll just turn this into my own science fiction book, which science fiction stories I already have. But the most interesting thing about it, the stories that's going to be in book 2, I drew them during this pandemic. So it will slightly be related to the pandemic. But this is available on Amazon.com and you can pick it up and enjoy it. All right, that's it for today. I hope you like looking at this. Even if it gave you memories of COVID and the pandemic, don't worry. It's over with for now, even though it may be coming back. Okay, take care. I'll see you next time.